Hello, how y'all doing? I'm going to talk to you today. I'm addressing this to Skid Row. Anybody on Skid Row, this is an emergency. I'm urging you to get out now, okay? Because yesterday, July the 4th, there was an earthquake on the 6.4 on the Richter scale on outskirts of LA somewhere. Now, actually, that is very high. Okay, if there's an 8, 9, or 10 on the Richter scale earthquake, that's going to be total devastation. And I know this highly unlikely that anybody on Skid Row that's even going to watch this video, go to the library and watch this video. Why? Because y'all don't go to the library. And the library is what's going to get you out of this mess. Because you have to go to the library to do the research to see where all the cheap housing is. A lot of you don't have computers, and the reason why you don't have computers is because they got stolen, etc. Okay, anyway, if there's an earthquake, another earthquake on the 9 or 10 on the Richter scale, it would be total devastation. It really will be total devastation, and I don't even want to think about the devastation. All they're going to do to the homeless people is scrape you all up because the buildings are going to fall on you. There's going to be fires. You're going to die by smoke inhalation. They're going to scrape you all up, put y'all in a crematorium, and that's it. Or take you to a FEMA camp. Okay? But they're not going to give you housing just because there's this earthquake on the 9 or 10 scale. Some of you have been on Skid Row for 1 year. You got no housing. 3 years, you got no housing. 10 years, you still got no housing. 15 to 30 years, you got no housing. Okay, what does it tell you? If you have been on Skid Row, from anywhere from 1 to 30 years, and you haven't got housing, what does that mean? California is never going to give you housing, and you may as well face that. Let's be real for a minute. They're giving all the property, all of the housing to the Central American illegals. If you're not Central American and illegal, you're not going to get housing in California. Why? Because the landlords want that $2,500 to $3,000 a month that the government's paying them. They got Americans in Los Angeles in wheelchairs with cerebral palsy, with multiple sclerosis, in wheelchairs on Skid Row. And that is totally wrong to have handicapped people. They should get first priority. Handicapped people and senior citizens on Skid Row in LA. But if they haven't given you all housing by then, you're never going to get it. If you've been on Skid Row for a year or more, you're never going to get housing, ever. Okay? You just aren't. California's never going to give you housing. You're not a priority. Okay? I urge you to get out of Dodge now. And I know that some of you are going to ask me a stupid question. Well, where can we go? Well, get real. There are 50 states. In case you didn't know that, there are 50 states. If you didn't learn that in geography, I'm telling you now, there are 50 states in the United States. I do not urge you to go to the Northeast. I do not urge you to go to New York, D.C., or Texas, because they have their own homeless. Nevada, they have their own homeless problem. However, in West Texas, they do have acreage for $1,000 an acre. You can buy that. I advise you to get out of Dodge now. Okay? Where are you going to go? There's Kansas, Idaho, Iowa, Tennessee, Kentucky, the Carolinas. You better go somewhere. Okay? You don't get any help now and you're living in tents. You're not going to get any help then if there's another earthquake on the 8, 9, or 10 on the Richter scale. You're not going to get any help then. And it's going to be total. If there's another earthquake 8, 9, or on the 8, 9, or 10 scale, it's going to be total devastation. There's going to be no sewer system. There's going to be, and we already have a epidemic, okay? There's going to be no sewer system. There's going to be no electricity and no food. And that's going to be total chaos, and it's going to be a lot of carnage, because whenever there's an emergency, stupid black guys always go out into the street and start robbing people. That's what the stupid black guys do. And then a lot of people are going to shoot them. So it's going to be a whole lot of dead black men on the street because of this carnage. Because they tried to rob people. They tried to rob the stores to get food. Okay, so it's going to be a lot of carnage. Okay, you better get out of Dodge now. My advice to you is for you had better get out of California right now. California has already proven, look, the McMansions have burned up. Beautiful homes have burned up to the ground. There's floods, mudslides. It's almost uninhabitable. What are you waiting for? Are you waiting for the government to kick you out of the state until they get the state together? Are you waiting for the government to kick you out of the state? Okay, California is just about uninhabitable. The land is not worth nothing. It's not even worth $5 an acre. Mudslides, fires. It's not even worth $5 an acre. Okay. Like I said, whenever there's a natural disaster like an earthquake, there is no functionality. There's no food. There's no electricity, no sewer system, no nothing. And stupid black guys are going to get killed in the street because they want to rob and steal, etc. Take advantage of the chaos. Okay. So I'm urging you, if you're on Skid Row or in some kind of tent enclave, tent city, whatever, in Oakland, whatever, I'm urging you to get out of California right now. Have a nice day.